All right. Welcome back to Danks Good Traders Hub. Yeah, this is done here. This is done here at Danks Good Traders Hub. Hopefully, you guys are having a good time. Yeah, we just finished here. We just finished the synthetic indices analysis just like an hour ago. Now we are back here for the BTC analysis. Sorry, I'm late today. It's just had some other things I was handling. I lost track of time, so sorry guys. But now we're here. Let's look at this analysis. Please, if you can, go straight ahead and invite, like. Don't forget to like, and of course, if this is your first time to be here, it will be okay. It will be good for me. It would be good to also do what make that share, and of course if it is your first time, subscribe, and let's do this. All right, so thank you so much for joining once again. Let's now head to the charts. So let's see. Previously, what we analyzed, first start from the weekly kind of time frame. We know, those who remember, I told you, even this, I told you that we were going to anticipate. We were selling. So weekly, we were looking at sales. Those who remember, I gave you this. If you missed previous episode number 31, please go ahead and check it out on this very channel. You'll be able to see what we talked about. So you can go ahead and check it out so that you can catch up with why we analyzed this asset just like this. So clearly we see that it gave us a fake breakout right here, but this is the very we can still draw this also, and clearly you'll see that it came to that fair value gap according to D1. So it came all the way to that fair value gap on D1. So having reached that level, those who remember, I told you that we will see eventually price coming back to 70k. We will see price coming all the way back to 70k, and price actually came back to it. Yeah, but that's not over. This retracement is still not over. Why? Because we still have liquidity left back here. There's another fair value gap down below here, but also there's another block down below here. So that is why price is still anticipated to continue in the sell. So let's go to daily. Let's go to H4 now that we've seen daily. All these we saw, so we can now delete. Let's clear our chart and make it clean. All these we saw them, so they served us properly, and we already made money. All this move right here that we wanted to push price like that, it has already happened, so we can also delete that. We can remove this OB right here. It went all the way up to the other OB, so this was cool. It just price went through it and went all the way to the top order block right about there. So touched it and immediately came all the way down below. So having seen that, we saw the change of character right here. If you go to lower time frame, you will see that was a change of character and a pullback after that change of character. So price started to go into sales, and in fact I made an entry here, but it went all the way there, then came back. So it took me out when my stop losses were in profits right about here. But yeah, that was on, let me see, that was actually yesterday. Yeah, it formed some buy limits, some sell limits right about there, and they were activated. So now that we know that, first scroll back a bit to the daily, look at these levels that you need to delete, and probably also this. And now this is not needed anymore. This, okay, it's fine there, it's fine. So it came back to that daily LB and started to sell. Is this enough? Remember, we have that kind of pattern that we see, which the one we see that it was formed. Yeah, that is a kind of pattern we are seeing currently according to daily time frame. So what do we do this week? All right, so this week, now that it has touched this trend line here, of course, one may say there is possibility of, there's momentum to actually look into buys. So if you go today at H4, clearly you will see that the buys should be coming in. Yeah, according to the structure right there, having given us a fake breakout and touching that fair value gap to grab liquidity there, and then getting back inside that expanding falling wedge. Yeah, one may say now the buys are on. But is it really on? I believe, yeah, we can get on now that we had already retested back to that 70. So let's get back to weekly and see. Are we going to see price react back to that order block? I doubt so. I doubt that it is going to come back. Yes, of course, weekly is still showing us that there is momentum to sell, but this is only and only according to CCI right there. That's where we saw the oversold, and that was here. That was when I think that was last year in May, around May there. That is when we saw price get to that level. So if that's the case, and we saw the breakout and price has reacted back, and where has it reacted back to? You can, if we use this as our low that pushed us to get to our high right about there, clearly you will see that price came to the discount. Price came, grabbed liquidity from the discount. But one thing you have to realize is that also price has not yet come to the retracement level on CCI. It hasn't come back to it, which is just about there. Do we follow this? Do we follow what we see? So indicators are just always to give us confirmation. So for now, it is not aligning with what we have on the main chart, which cannot be now, which will now indicate that we cannot rely on its. We cannot rely on it to get a confirmation. So for now, we now have to use price action. So if we use price action, clearly this will be the change of character right here. Right about there, that will be the change of character, meaning that sales are on. If sales are on, what does that leave us to do? If So this is a change of character, and price broke and went up there to test. That means price is still looking at selling. Momentum is for the sell. Why? Daily, weekly is showing us change of character and selling. Daily, a weak one, but we will see if it can hold up for some good time. But apart from that, we have to understand that yes, that was a change of character, which signifies that sales are on. This high here, this lower low here went ahead and gave us that lower high. Yeah, this lower low here went ahead and gave us that lower high. So which means we are either way we are still selling. We are still selling. So you need to know what is on the ground. So now that we know that the trend of the market, we see change of character on H1, we see break of structure, break of structure, break of structure. Now we are on the support according to H1. So remember, we are still in a downtrend. That is a general trend, meaning BTC is highly selling. So if we know that, then we can clearly tell that, clearly having seen ourselves being on a support level right there, it clearly tells us that we are consolidating currently. We are consolidating currently. So it's not good to make any entries with a market that is consolidating. You rather just give it time. Give it time, and then you wait for a perfect entry. But having seen this, you know that this move is coming. This move right here is coming at a later stage. It will break out and take you all the way down below. Yeah, you know for sure that it's gonna come. It will break out and take you down below. And of course, there's nothing we can do now. There's only to wait. If price goes and gets back up a bit up there, one may make the entry right about there to the upper trend line. So anyone who wants to trade today, please look for trades on the upper trend line. Only sells. Don't find yourselves in buys. You face it rough. So now that that is clear, if I try to draw the one on M5, things become different. In fact, things are more different than how I was seeing them if I go on M15. So M5 is a bit clear, so I can delete this and actually go back to M15, and that will be clear for me to understand. And that is none other than a pennant, which means this sell is coming right about here. This sell is coming right about there. That is a pennant. That is a pennant. So anyone guys who wants to enter this, please, you come. But you have to remember that most of the times institutional traders, the smart money guys, will want to grab some liquidity right about there for the early sellers. So you can wait a little bit while, then if it comes back a bit, then you'll make your entries for the sale. But until then, I think that is now a good, clear analysis that everyone can understand. Hopefully, you guys have been able to see all that you needed to check in the market, and you'll be able to use this analysis for your own benefit and make that money that you need, Right, so that's it for today. We are looking for sales. Yeah, we are bearish. Please have that noted. We are bearish. Okay, hopefully you will have a better entry when you choose to when you choose to enter the market. But until then, I want to wish you guys a good day. Just now, for reminders, I want to remind you that the Signals platform is on. Yeah, the Signals platform is on. It's where we share signals, mostly in synthetic indices, which means you must be having a Delive account. If you don't have a Delive account, please, and you wish to have one to be able to trade and join our Signals group, you can get the link to register and sign up on Delive from the description of this very live stream video. Just go to the description and you'll be able to see the link where you'll be able to sign up to Delive. With Delive, I trade all assets. I trade all financial instruments. I trade crypto. I trade synthetics. I trade forex, all with one account. I don't need to open different accounts under Delive. I need to have only one, and that is the standard one. And the standard can give me access to all these financial instruments. Right, so the link is in the description below. Check it out, sign up, and let's make money together in the VIP Signals, in the VIP Signal platform. And one other last thing that I need to talk about is that the March mentorship class is on. We started yesterday. So if you feel like you want to get to a level of analyzing like me, please, yeah, it is on. March has started. We started yesterday, the classes, so you can still, register and get joined to our mentorship program and learn how we trade, learn our strategies, our risk management strategies, all these strategies, technical analysis, smart money concept analysis, all that we teach. Price action is very important. So if you need such knowledge, please register right now using the information on your screen, or just go to this description of this very channel. You'll be able to get a link right from there that will direct you to my inbox, WhatsApp inbox. But yeah, if you still need to call me or WhatsApp me, the number is right now on your screen. You can still do that, and we look at how you can get registered. Otherwise, let me say thank you. Let me say thank you so much for joining today on this very session. Yeah, let me say thank you so much for joining today on this very session. Those are some of the things that you'll be learning in the class. Just a few of those, a few of what you actually be learning. It's a whole course, fully packed course that we have there. Otherwise, let's hope for better results today as we get entries and as we make money today. Let me wish you guys a wonderful day. Happy trading. See you for BTC. See you on Friday. But then for the synthetic index trading, let's meet again tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. East African time, as usual, Monday to Friday, 10:30 a.m. East African time. Happy trading and have a good day.